Hey guys, it's Lefty, back again with more vlog action on my brand new Logitech C920. I'm looking at it right now, not regretting this purchase one bit. Back again, I want to talk with you guys about something that's been really ablaze in the Twitter sphere, at least as far as gaming YouTube goes. And there's huge changes coming to, well, I shouldn't say huge because you guys won't directly feel you guys won't directly see these changes. You might feel their effects, and I certainly will feel their effects. And if you like my videos and you like my channel, you might also feel effects from it. But you won't actually see them. But we as content creators, as partnered, and I use that term now very loosely, content creators will definitely feel the changes. And a lot of people have been talking about this, and I want to talk with you about it. I'll give you hopefully a concise rundown of what's happening, why it's a big deal, and how it's impacting me and what you can expect from me. Because I like to do that. I like to break the fourth wall every once in a while and let you guys in on some of the inner workings of the business. Of course, there are some things, obviously, that I think are, that are just kind of off limits, I guess. How much money somebody makes down to the dollar isn't really, I don't think, anybody's business, but, whoever's making that money. But just giving you guys some insight is something I like to do from time to time. But a lot of people have been talking about this. Again, there are probably plenty of videos that talk about what's actually happening. I'll try to do my best, again, to keep it concise. This is actually my third attempt at recording this video, believe it or not, because I just feel like I go off too much. But, hey, if I had a nickel for every time that happened. But I want to define some terms very quickly here. One, I held up two fingers. One, monetization. You'll hear that term a lot probably. All it really means is the act of placing advertisements on videos. That's it. That's monetization. If a video is monetized, that means it has advertisements on it. If I monetize a video, that means I tell YouTube to place advertisements from my network on it, and I begin earning revenue from that. That's all monetized or monetization means. Multi-channel networks are the networks that a lot of you know about. Somewhat tangentially, probably. Machinima is a big one. Polaris, IGN, Full Screen. I'm sure there's plenty of others, but those are the ones that just popped into my head. Those are multi-channel networks, or MCNs, and they were initially designed to be kind of a buffer between gaming YouTubers or YouTubers that might run afoul of YouTube's content identification system or copyrighted content identification system, and they were meant as a buffer. They said, all right, look, YouTubers, we will secure the proper licensing for you, and you don't have to worry about Activision, EA, or Ubisoft coming after your content and not allowing you to monetize it. We will secure the proper licensing from it. All you have to do is agree to let us sell advertisements on your channel and give us a cut of it. And the very, very, very important thing for people that like to create and monetize gaming content. And there are big changes to that coming in January of the coming year, 2014. And again, I'll try to be concise. I may run a bit long trying to explain everything and how it works and why it's a big deal, so I apologize if I do. But let's start with right now. Right now, when I upload a video, any video, I can monetize it immediately. That means view number one is able to be monetized. It is possible that an advertisement will show up on the very first view of the video. And when I upload it, YouTube says, oh, okay, Lefty, we know you, we trust you, we are not going to make you prove to us that you are not uploading copyrighted material. We are going to assume that you have the rights, the necessary rights to everything, and we're going to monetize it. And later, if you don't, well, there's going to be a reckoning. But right now, we're just going to assume that everything's hunky-dory and advertisements, everybody wins, right? That's the way it is now. Now, in 2014, YouTube... And actually the networks, and I want to make it clear now too that the networks are not without culpability here, because they acquiesced to this. They looked at YouTube at this request from YouTube and said, okay, but YouTube, in an effort to offload the responsibility for copyright claims, is asking networks, and the networks are of course passing that directly on to the damn channels. YouTube is asking the networks to classify channels as one of two different things. And One is affiliate. Either channels are going to be affiliates or they're going to be managed. Now, managed channels retain everything that I basically said about uploading a video. You can monetize it immediately. YouTube and your network will assume from the get-go that you do have the proper licensing that will not make you make your content or subject your content to a review process. Affiliated channels will have to do that. All affiliated channels will have to have videos, some portion of their videos. Things differ, or reports differ on whether that is 100% of videos or randomly selected videos. I'm not exactly sure, but some amount of their videos will be subjected to a review process, some vetting process before they are able to be monetized. Now, the way this actually works, okay, that's the two things: affiliate and managed. Managed, of course, is what you want. You don't want to have your content reviewed, even if it's like 10% or 20% of your videos. You don't want to have 20% of your videos reviewed, because the way it works now, if I upload something and it goes public and it has to be reviewed, until it is reviewed and passes the review process, there are no ads shown, and I don't earn revenue from any of those views. And that is potentially channel killing for people that make YouTube a primary source of income or a significant source of their income. That is potentially channel killing if you get labeled as an affiliate. Now, again, networks are saying it's not going to be that big of a deal because, well, the review process is going to take it averages 2 hours, and the maximum average is about 48 hours, so it's really not that big of a deal. But a huge percentage of a video's views, at least for people that do what I do, come in the first 48 hours. And like 95% probably within the first 72 hours of a video's life cycle. After that, it falls off dramatically. So if I have to spend 48 hours of vetting process and video views are not counting, or there aren't ads shown concurrently with those views, well, that's going to do a lot to hurt my channel. And that's going to do a lot to hurt a lot of people's channels. And so it's a scary time for some channels that run their YouTube, or people that run their YouTube channels as a business, myself being one of them. Now, it's possible. Look, here's the deal. It's possible that the YouTube algorithms, there's word of a trust algorithm in which, well, if your channel's in good standing, the algorithm notices that, and then it puts you right at the front of the line for the review process. So you might not even feel it. Okay, well, when's the last time we trusted YouTube to write an algorithm that worked a lot of the time, most of the time, that didn't break whenever they changed something on the site? When's the last time a YouTube algorithm actually did a whole lot of good for people and worked 100% of the time as intended? I don't think I've seen it. But if that's the case, there's not a lot of cause for worry, because really what this is intended for is, well, it happens to handcuff a lot of gaming channels, but it's really meant for music. People that use licensed music in their videos and don't secure the proper licensing, YouTube is tired of dealing with that. And despite the fact that, you know, myself and many other channels have contracts with multi-channel networks that essentially say, yes, we will secure your right to immediately monetize the videos, which, by the way, there's probably going to be some lawsuits. But despite that, the multi-channel networks are applying it to everybody that uploads copyrighted material, gaming being one of them. And it could be bad, because that would hurt a whole lot of channels on the business side of things. Not being able to monetize videos immediately, not being able to monetize videos in their sweet spot of accruing views is really the crux of YouTube business, of YouTube as a business, especially in the gaming scene. Because if you upload multiple videos a day or multiple videos a week, you need those videos to hit, and you need the ads to be available as quickly as possible. And YouTube is making that harder, is passive-aggressively making that a lot harder. And, now how does that affect me? Well, it depends. If it is 1 out of every 20 videos or 1 out of every 30 videos needs to be pass through this little vetting process just to make sure that everything is still on the up and up and the trust algorithm works or whatever it's called. And if I barely notice that my videos are being, subjected to this review process, well, then great. Then then it doesn't even matter. If I don't notice it, it doesn't matter. That's the important part. If there's no lag, let's say, then it's not really a big deal for myself or for other channels, right? Not just me, because there's a lot of other people whose content I enjoy, and I don't want to see them hurt, by this change. But if it's haphazard, if it is clunky, if it is indeed you have to upload a video and wait 48 hours every single time, or 50% of the time, or 45% of the time, you have to wait for this review process to go through before you can monetize. I don't know what my future on YouTube is. That makes it a whole lot more precarious. Because now, don't get me wrong, this isn't a goodbye video. This isn't like, oh, I'm leaving YouTube. I really like YouTube and I really like doing this, but the idea of having to wait to monetize a video, despite my contract and being forced to miss out on ad impressions that would otherwise help me and make my business remain solvent is it's rough. It's definitely, it has the potential to hurt a whole lot, and I think there's definitely a place for planning for after YouTube. It sucks, but I'm glad that I'm streaming on Twitch. I wish my following was a whole lot bigger than it is, and it's getting there, and I greatly appreciate it. Twitch.tv/lefty643, by the way. But there's going to have to be a whole lot of things that I look at moving forward. If it is invasive and prevalent, if the review process is as invasive and as prevalent as some nightmare scenarios have it to be, that could be the end of interactive YouTube gaming channels. It could be just Let's Plays and playing with people and just cut, render, set and forget, and there you go. Because because at that point, the days of, oh man, I have this great idea, I really want to talk to my subscribers about it. Okay. Well, I get my webcam ready, I get everything set up, and I record and I talk and then I render and then I upload. Those days are gone, because it's not in my best interest to upload a video or upload any significant number of videos that I just can't monetize. And that's the same for a lot of channels. And this is another in a long line of caustic moves by YouTube that are very passive aggressively attacking gaming channels and channels, like I said earlier, that might make use of copyrighted material. No longer will they assume, oh yeah, you've got a contract, we're going to assume that you're not going to do that. Now every gaming channel is circumspect to YouTube and to the networks, and you know what, that could hurt a whole lot of people, myself included. Only time will tell. Obviously there's no sense in me not giving it a try. There's just no sense in not doing it. I got to give it a shot. And I'm going to continue to stream and try to bring you guys great entertaining content and thoughtful intellectual stuff when I can. But you know, I would be lying if I said that these coming changes were not going to be or have the potential, I should say, have the potential to be a significant hurdle to what I want to accomplish on YouTube. And again, that potential might force me to think about life after YouTube and life outside of YouTube. Whether Twitch can become that. If I had a gassy Mexican or gold gloves following on Twitch, this is all right, fine. Screw you too, YouTube. But I don't. And not a lot of people do. So I think a lot of people, again, myself included, have to think about what's to come. But again, this isn't a goodbye YouTube video. It's not. I really like doing this. I hope a lot of you like what I do and what I try to bring you guys. I still have a lot of things that I want to accomplish. I want to build a following. Again, that harkens to the guys I mentioned before. I think I have that ability. I'd at least like to hit 100,000 subscribers before YouTube just makes it completely impossible to run a business with advertisements. I'd like to do that because I'm only 10,000 subscribers away. So hit the subscribe button if this is your first time here. There's plenty more. I'd like to at least hit that so that I can say, yeah, you know what, I did that. I was close and I did it. And now whatever happens after that, might be a little bit easier to swallow. We'll see. But this isn't goodbye at all by any stretch of the imagination, but that's what's up. That's what's happening. And I hope I did a good job of explaining to you why it's kind of a big deal. Not just for myself, but for a lot of gaming YouTubers that are out there. Now the big guys, the huge PewDiePie, Toby Turner, Total Biscuit, all these people that you love, they're gonna stay. Don't worry. YouTube would not kill those geese laying golden eggs. But people my size, maybe even a little bit larger, into the hundreds of thousands, it has the potential to be a big deal. And I hope it's not as bad as it could be, but it's only time will tell. And it's a little bit worrisome to be in this precarious situation, but I'm still going to try to bring you guys the best content that I can. But anyway, guys, that's my time. I got to get out of here. Thank you for joining. I hope you enjoyed. Be sure to drop a like on this video. If you did enjoy, it does help me out. I greatly appreciate it. And again, hit the subscribe button if you enjoyed. There's plenty more content like this and gaming content coming your way, at least for the next month. We still have December, right? We still got that. We got how many days left? We got about 20 days left, huh? So let's go. We got 20 days of gaming goodness before YouTube gives us the old right in the old keister. But thank you guys for joining. I hope you enjoyed. I'm out. Peace.